Good morning, grade 6. I hope that everybody is doing well and you're ready for today's lesson. So let's get started. Okay, so I'd like everybody to please open up the English textbooks on page 84. Today we will be doing reading. So you can just follow with me as I read along in the textbook. So it says, a book review is a short report that describes and discusses a new book. Read this review of Journey to the River Sea by Eva Ibbotson about a girl who is unafraid of the dangerous creatures of the Amazon. So it's telling us that we will be reading a book review. So this is a short report about a new book. It describes and discusses what is happening in the book. So that is a book review. So let's read it. Can you imagine being on your own in the Amazon jungle without a friend in the world? As one character says early in the book, if you just put one hand in the water, there are these piranhas that strip all the flesh off your bones, every single bit. It is the early 1900s. Maya, an orphan, has left England with a governess to go and watch with her relations, the Cartier family, near a small town in the Amazon jungle. Maya soon discovers that her cousins are mean and spoilt, and her uncle and aunt are cold and strict. However, she soon makes some friends and quickly falls in love with the jungle. Before long, she meets Finn, who has lived in the jungle all his life, but who has his own secrets which Maya longs to share. This is a magical story as full of twists and turns as the rivers in the jungle. The story is spellbinding. I couldn't put it down. If you like adventure stories, strong heroines, and teenagers who fight for their independence, then this book is for you. Highly recommended. So I just read the book review of Journey to the River Sea. So this was somebody that wrote a book review who has read the book. They're telling us about the characters, the story, what to expect, and they are recommending the book to us, right? So let's continue to the next page, page 85. So there you have your after you read questions. You know that is usually what you do, so that is for homework as well. So this is just questions about what we just read. Okay. Then at the bottom of page 85, we have a write. So we need to write a book review of about 100 to 120 words about a novel you read recently. So you need to write a book review. You can write it about any novel that you just read recently, any book that you just read, any interesting book. You need to write a book review about that. Then it says, use what you learned in question 4 above as a frame for writing your review. So if we just go back, by this point you would have already completed these questions before writing the book review. So question 4, it says each part of a book review has a different purpose. Decide which paragraph or part of the review gives you a piece of information. So there it just has from A to E. It gives you a frame of what you can add into your book review. But let's get into that a bit more. So write a book review. So in your book review, you need to add who are the characters. You have to see if it asks a question to get the reader interested, and if it gives a quote from the book, and then gives the reviewer's opinion and recommendation. It also needs to describe the plot, so that's the story of the book. And then it tells us about the title, the author, and the year the book was published, right? So if you go to page 84, that's an example of how a book review should look, right? So here I also have a frame for you. just a guideline of how you can write out your book review. So you can feel free to also pause the screen and use this in your book. So when you write your book review, you must always write down the heading. So you tell us what is the title of the book, the author, and the year the book was published. Then your paragraph 1 is why you should read this book. So give us a quote from the book that's interesting and that can intrigue the reader to want to read the book. Paragraph 2, who are the main characters? So you need to discuss all the characters that are in the book, the main characters. Paragraph 3, what is the book about? So you give a short summary of the plot or the story of the novel. And then paragraph 4, what does the reviewer think of the book? So this is the reviewer's opinion and recommendation. So you are the reviewer. So you read the book and this is your opinion about the book. So you will say what you think about the book, how you found the book, if you found it interesting, if you found it boring, and then also if you would recommend it to somebody else. So you would say highly recommended or I do not recommend reading this novel. So that's all your opinion based on the novel that you will be writing about. So this is just a framework that you can use, right? Okay, so for homework, you need to write the heading, date, page number, then draw a line. So before you write your book review, you need to complete the questions on page 85. So you know that after you read questions, so you do question 1 to 5. After you've done those questions, then you write your book review, which needs to be 100 to 120 words. Please don't forget to add your word count at the end of your review, right? So first you do after you read questions and then you write your book review. So this must be done in your English workbook, right? So have fun, enjoy writing your book review, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.